Hey guys, how you doing? It's me, Miss Rose. Today we're going to work on solving equations. We're going to fill in the blank using vocabulary words that I will be discussing or using to understand how to solve equations. This lesson is adapted for the students. It is taken from a curriculum called Maneuvering the Middle. So let's get started. Number 1 says one-step equations, multiplication and division. Solving equations can involve blank and blank, but the same rules apply. This lesson, we're talking about multiplication and division. So what we need to do is make 2 text boxes. It might be a good idea to just get rid of the stars and then to add our text box. We're going to put multiplication and division in our first text box. We're going to highlight our word from our word bank and we're going to paste it. So division and multiplication. Next is number 1. The blank must be alone or blank on one side of the equation. What we're going to be doing is isolating our variable. Isolating means putting it alone. If you isolate something, you want it to be alone. And to do that to our variables will be our letters or symbols. Our stars, and we're going to fill in our stars with text boxes. I put in our first text box, word variable, which is a letter or symbol that we use to represent numbers. Our next word is isolate, which means to get something alone or to be alone. We isolate. Number 2 says isolate the variable by using blank or opposite operation. Those are inverse operations. I like to describe inverses as undoing each other, as if you tie a shoe and then you untie your shoe. The inverse of multiplication is division, and the inverse of addition is subtraction. Not per se opposites, they undo each other. Again, we're going to make a text box, and we're going to paste our answer into text box for number 2. Isolate the variable by using inverse or opposite operations. Finally, the equation must remain balanced. Equal sign means the same. So our equation must remain balanced. So we're going to take that word balance, create a text box, and paste that. The equation must remain balanced. Number 4, check your work. Especially when solving equations, it's very simple to just take your solution and put it back into the problem and see if it balances. Again, create a text box, paste it, and that's it. Solving equations can involve division and multiplication, but the same rules apply. The variable must be alone or isolated on one side of the equation. Isolate the variable by using inverse or opposite operations. The equation must remain balanced. Check your work. I hope you enjoyed our fill in the blank.